疫情让我们得做出非常多的改变，但是要如何解释这些改变呢？那当这些改变影响到很多的人，我们又应该要怎么跟对方来解释呢？Hello， 欢迎来到 Executive Plus 主管与沟通力的 podcast. I'm Sherry, an educator, certified coach, and style enthusiast. 我相信专业有效的沟通是语言跟逻辑的完美结合。
And I'm Nick, a startup consultant, corporate trainer, and late-night gaming junkie. I believe great communication requires the right mindset and solid frameworks.
我们希望带给大家职场英语的技能、跨文化沟通技巧与其他能帮助您成为出色领导者的工具。
Join us each week as we share our experience, research, and methodologies to take your communication and language skills from good to great. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Executive Plus podcast. Today's episode, we're going to talk about how do we explain changes to a plan. What is a simple go-to method that you can use to easily explain a change in a plan so that you can get into the meat of the discussion rather than spending 20 minutes just explaining the plan?
Absolutely. 那目前呢，其实疫情一直影响了我们嘛，虽然这个疫情我觉得比较算是个 global 的一个 issue， 但是 locally 我们必须常常要做一些改变。那非常多的一些同事啊跟朋友，他们可能是 in charge 台湾这个部门，所以当台湾呢疫情有任何的改变的时候，他就必须在很多 sales 上面 marketing 上面也得做出一些 changes 或者是 plan B， 但是他又必须要跟 global 的 headquarters 来做这些报告。I want to really focus on how do you just report these changes to someone that may or may not understand the circumstances that you experienced.
Now, as we've talked about in the last episode or previous episodes, there are times where you should be very specific. And this is 100% one of those times that more specific, the better. The reason I say this is not even just within your own workplace, is a lot of times reporting to anyone about changes in a plan, the more general you are, the more angry people get. The example I always love to use for this is Kickstarter campaigns, where recently a lot of Kickstarter campaigns have been explaining delays, and everyone has the same reason, COVID. But you will see very quickly that the projects who are more specific in what has changed in the plan, what the original plan was and what the new plan is, gets way less pushback and way less anger than the people who just go, things have changed, suck it up, COVID's hard.
Yeah, absolutely. 所以我们今天就有两种非常简单又好记的一个 format， 能够让大家非常快速的就能够报告给你的老板啊，或者是身边的同事。And you can definitely use this in any kind of discussion, presentation, or even email writing.
The first easy formula is just what is the action and what is the reasons behind the action. And by explaining the action, you can just say it as, we planned on doing X, but had to do Y instead. Or our original plan was A, but we needed to change to B.
Yes.
Then list out the reasons. But at least everyone has a baseline from what was the original plan to what's the new plan.
Absolutely. 或者是你可以讲 we discussed to do A, but we now have to change to B. 然后就是 list out 我们刚刚所讲的一些原因是什么。但是把你的原因 不要太长，大概我觉得用 point form, bullet form 你可以大概2-3个原因其实就差不多了。And another format that you can use is to kind of switch it around, 就是把原因先放在前面，然后再讲我们的 action 是什么。So a very simple way you can just say due to something, due to blanks. 那这些就是你的原因。We have to make some changes to our original plan.
Then after explaining your reasons, then you can get back to so you can see why we have moved from plan A to plan B. Another phrase that you could use would be like, due to the factors of, or owing to the factors of, and then give that list. So owing to the factors of A, B, C, we need to change our plan from A to B. Now, when you're giving out this, again, the goal is not to go into deep explanation over each of the factors and then spend the entire meeting there.
Yeah.
This is more like an introduction to what's going on, to put everyone in the same page in the same context. We often get into this feeling of, okay, because I said it, I have to now explain my reason. But a lot of times, depending on the culture, depending on the person, they want an overview first. So due to the factors of A, B, C, and then just think of one sentence or one paragraph before you get into, so our plan changed from A to B. Let me tell you more about these decisions, and then follow up or have the discussion.
So again, 这两种方式在我们的 email writing 也非常适用，还有在我们可能开会的一刚开始开会，你必须要报告这些改变，都可以使用到。And I really hope that this format will makes your life a little easier because I know that a lot of things are changing basically on a daily basis now, and we're also experiencing that as well. But just having this idea, knowing how to say and what to say, that will just make your life a lot easier.
So we hope you enjoyed this jump back into some basic thoughts and methodologies to get your ideas out there. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
The Executive Plus podcast is a Presentality Group production, produced and hosted by Sherry Fang and Nick Howard. You can search us on Facebook, 主管英文 Executive Plus. You can also find us on Instagram, Communication R&D, and email us at sherry@epstyleplus.com.